And Charlie Kirk just owned this lady.
Are you familiar with the concept of structural racism?
Yeah, it's a myth.
No, it's not.
So tell me why it's true.
Okay, so when we think about, like, how do you design curriculum that's historically accurate, that doesn't talk about oppression, that doesn't talk about one group being oppressed over the other, right? If you were trying to write a curriculum that covers, you know, slavery in the U.S. or Holocaust or whatever, and not give the narrative that this group did this horrible thing to the other group, you're going to have to rely on some pretty...
But it wasn't groups, though. That's incorrect. Not every white person was a slave owner.
Well, that doesn't matter, though, because...
9 out of 13 states abolished slavery by the time of constitutional
and here's the other thing. I mean,
it's not like every white person was supportive. In fact, we had abolitionists at the time of the founding.
Exactly.
So why would you say one group?
Well, I mean, you know, it's not. You don't have to have every white person.
No, in fact, the majority of white people found slavery to be reprehensible at the founding. It would be a small group of white people that exploited incorrectly a group of black people.
The crowds that would show up for the lynchings, according to research that I've read, numbered in like 5,000, and they would mail. They would take pieces.
Why was slavery being abolished?
Pieces of like these people's bodies
I'm not supporting that. That's
irrelevant.
That's not a small group of people. That's not an isolated event.
But, I mean, in certain states it was widespread.
A massive systemic problem, right?
9 states abolished it. Thomas Jefferson wrote in the original draft of the Declaration to King George, admonishing him for bringing slavery. The first ever anti-slavery convention was in Philadelphia, chaired by Benjamin Franklin in 1775. Thomas Jefferson got rid of the importation of new slaves in 1807. Guess what? None of that stuff's taught in our schools right now.
Exactly. This lady. I mean, yeah, there are good white people and there's bad white people. There's good black people. There's bad black people. There's a good Filipino people. There's a bad Filipino people. This lady just doesn't understand that.